Good morning, my name's Jessica. Welcome to this morning's Vinyasa class. This is a short one, a 40-minute class, so we'll be up and moving pretty quickly. All you'll need for this one is a strap or a belt if you have one, and a bullock if you have one handy, but if you don't, that's okay. You can always balance on the chair or balance on the holding a chair or using a small table if you need to. So we're going to start laying on the ground. So I want you to just rest on the earth, lie down. Feel yourself connect with the earth. Feel the weight of your legs pressing down. Feel the back of your body on the ground. We're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths to bring ourselves into this space and into our body. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale, side out. One more, inhale. Exhale, sighing it out. Let any tension go. Becoming aware of your breath. Notice if you're breathing up high into the chest. If there's any anxiety or tension. See if you can deepen and lengthen the breath. So bringing the breath down to the base of the lungs, the belly will puff out. And as you exhale, the belly draws back towards the spine. As you inhale, expanding into the side and the back of the ribs, the belly will puff out. As you exhale, the belly draws back towards the spine. Inhale, expanding the side and back of the ribs, the belly will puff out. As you exhale, belly draws back towards the spine. I'm going to start a counting breath pattern. If my count is too fast or too slow, feel free to maintain your own deep and even rhythm. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. In, 2, 3. And out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Know that at any time during class, if you wish to become more focused or more present, you can return to this counting breath pattern. So we're going to lie down on our back. So if your back's feeling good today and you want to do a bit of rock and rolling, you can draw your knees up towards your chest and just rock back and forth along the back till you come to rest on your back. Otherwise, if there's any tension in the back, just lie on your side and then come to rest on your back. And once you're there, I want you to draw your knees down towards your chest. So just squeeze your knees down. And then slight release. Inhale, as you exhale, draw the knees down. Inhale, slight release. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, slight release. Keep your hands on your knees, bring your big toes to touch, and circle your knees out and away from you as if you were swimming like you're a frog. So just slowly waking up the hips. And circle the other direction. And draw both knees into the chest. You're going to extend the right leg to the sky. Now, if you have a strap or a belt, you can hook it over the arch of the right foot. If you don't have a strap, just place your hands behind the thigh to support the leg. Now, either bend the left knee, place the foot flat, or extend that leg along the ground and draw the toes towards you. We draw the toes so that we can keep the hips stable during this move. So just place your leg wherever feels comfortable for you, either bent or extended. And extend your right heel towards the sky, feeling that stretch behind the thigh and the calf. If you're using a strap, relax your elbows on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Relax the forehead. Stretch your heel a little higher. Now you begin to point and flex the toes. So inhale to point, exhale, draw back. Inhale, point, exhale, draw back. Now you're going to gently circle the ankle in one direction. And then circle the other way, slowly waking up the ankle joint. Now we're going to take the leg across the body into a twist. So if you're using a strap, place both straps into your left hand. Bring your right arm out to the side and allow the leg to twist across the body. If you don't have a strap, just place your hand gently on the knee as it comes across the body. Now you may need to bend that top leg, particularly if you have obstacles around you. Either look towards the ceiling or look back towards your hand. Whatever feels good for your neck. This is your yoga, your practice. Listen to your body. And then draw that leg up to center. And we're going to switch over feet. So if you've got a strap, place the strap over the arch of the foot. Otherwise, just place your hands behind the left thigh. And either bend the right leg, place the knee, foot flat, or extend that leg, draw the toes towards you along the ground. Relax the elbows. Relax the forehead. Extend your left heel a little higher, feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. Begin to point and flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, draw back. Slowly circle in one direction. And then slowly circle the other way. Taking this leg across the body into a twist. If you're using a strap, place both straps into your right hand, bring the left arm out to the side. Otherwise, just place your hand on the knees, you gently come across to the side. Just focus on your breath. And then draw that leg back to center and release the strap. Draw both knees down towards the chest. Give them a squeeze. Circle them both together to massage the lower back and then circle the other way. I'm going to come into some core work to strengthen the abdominals. So I want you to either extend the legs towards the sky, draw the toes towards you. If your hamstrings are feeling a little tight today, bend at the knees, bring your feet parallel to the ground, so a 90-degree tabletop position. And then you're going to look towards the belly, peel your head, neck and shoulders off the ground, extend the hands forward, palms facing each other. If there's any tension in the head or neck, place your hands behind the head to support the head. Inhale, expand the side and back of your ribs. As you exhale, draw your belly down towards the spine. Inhale, expand the side and back of your ribs. Exhale, belly towards the spine. Inhale, expand the side and back of your ribs. This time as you exhale, I want you to draw up through pelvic floor. So imagine you're drawing water almost up through the center of your body and then draw your belly towards the spine. Inhale, expand the side and back of your ribs. Exhale, draw up through pelvic floor, then belly towards the spine. Inhale, expand the side and back of your ribs. Exhale, draw up through pelvic floor, belly towards the spine. Relax your head on the ground, cross your legs over at the ankles, and if it feels good for you to rock and roll along the body, you can rock up and down your body until you come over into downward dog. But if you've got any tension in the back or it's feeling a little bit sore today, just come over onto your side and make your way slowly into downward dog. And once you're there, I want you to begin to pedal out the feet. We're just slowly waking up the ankles. And then hold in your downward dog. Push the base of the fingers firmly into the earth. Draw the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Rotate the armpits towards each other. Bring a slight bend to the knees. Lift the tailbone towards the sky and press back towards your feet. From here, we're going to come into a convoluted rolling action. So listen to my cues. You're going to bend the knees, bring your weight forward into plank, then push your hands against the earth to lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Bend the knees, bring your weight forward, then push back, lift your tailbone towards the sky. Bend your knees, come forward and push back. So my elbows stay straight, I'm not bending my elbows. Bend your knees, come forward and lift up towards the sky and hold. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So come up on your toes, bring your weight forward into plank, bend the knees, push the tailbone back up towards downward dog. Up on your toes, forward into plank, bend the knees, push your hands against the earth to lift the tailbone up. Up on your toes, forward, bend, push back. Up on your toes, forward, bend, push back and hold. Walk your hands back towards your feet and come into a forward fold. Keep the knees bent. Grasp the elbows. Gently shake the head for no. Gently nod the head for yes. Grasp the opposite elbows. Feel that stretch through the back of the body. Release the hands to the earth. Inhale, come into a half lift. Look up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, look up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Keep your knees bent, push your feet into the earth, and you're going to roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Head is the last to lift. Then the arms rise. Look towards the hands. Exhale, melt down through the center of the body. Hands come all the way down to the earth. Walk your hands out into plank and hold. Wrists beneath the shoulders. Push out through the heels, pull the belly towards the spine. Lower the knees. Lower yourself gently down towards the ground, coming into Sphinx. So, bring your elbows in front of your shoulders. Push your forearms into the earth, lift the chest. If there's any tension in the back or the shoulders, or you're just feeling a bit sore today, this is your pose when you come down to the ground for any of your flows. If you want to go a little further, you can try upward dog. But listen to your body. Bring your head to the earth, place your hands beneath you, push back, downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet, come into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Push your feet into the earth, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Arms rise. Look towards the hands. Exhale, melt down through the center of the body. Walk your hands out into plank and hold. Wrists beneath the shoulders. Push out through the heels, pull the belly towards the spine. Lower the knees. Upward dog variation. For this, our elbows come in just as far as the ribs and no further. And the tops of the feet connect with the mat to lift the legs up. So for upward dog, raise your toes, lower down, elbows brush the ribs, push the top of the feet into the mat to lift the legs off the earth and then open up through the chest. And then push back, downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into your forward fold, knees bent. Inhale, half lift, look up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Push your feet into the earth, rolling up through the spine. Arms rise, look towards the hands. Exhale, melt down through the center of the body, come all the way down to the earth. Walk your hands out into plank and hold. Lower your knees. Option to go all the way to the ground in Sphinx or follow me for upward dog. Upward dog. Raise the toes. Elbows brush the ribs. Top of the feet connect with the earth. Push into your hands. Open up through the chest. Exhale back. Downward dog. And hold. We're going to come into child's for a moment so you know the pose. So bring your big toes to touch. Bring your knees out as wide as the mat and sit back on your heels. Either extend your arms in front, or if that's too strong, on your shoulders. Bring one fist on top of the other fist and rest your head on top. This is your resting pose. This is your alternate pose. If you're feeling tired, or if you just need a little mini break in the class. You can come into child's at any time you want. If you want to be in child's for half a class, that's completely your call. So from child's, we're going to push back to downward dog. So extend your arms if they're not extended. Curl your toes at the back, lift the tailbone towards the sky, coming back into downward dog. From here, inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine. Look towards the hands as you step or lightly jump forward and come into a forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to the heart, gently closing your eyes. Becoming aware of your breath. Becoming aware of your heart rate. Noticing the ground beneath you. Noticing the air around you. Preparing for our sun salutations. So coming towards the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. First of all, we're going to just find our ground, find our mountain pose. So I just want you to just rock back and forth on your feet. Maybe just rock from one side to the other. And then find that point where your feet feel very connected to the earth and you feel very secure. Now I want you to push your big toes into the earth. Push the outer edges of the little toes. Feel the center of the heels and then slightly lift up through the arch. Bring a slight bend to your knees, which is going to allow the tailbone to relax down towards the ground. Draw the belly gently in towards the spine. Roll the shoulders up and back. Bring the arms out to the side. Extend the fingers, energy in the fingers. Create length in the back of the neck. Imagine you've got a piece of string holding up the top of the head. Gently close your eyes. Tadasana. Gently opening your eyes. From this Tadasana pose, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise, look towards the hands. Exhale, melt down through the center of the body. Inhale, half lift, look up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Step or lightly jump back into plank. Lower to the ground, lower your knees, either all the way down to the ground for Sphinx or follow me for upward dog. Upward dog. Raise the toes, elbows brush the ribs, top of the feet connect with the mat, open up, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine, look towards the hands as you step or lightly jump forward Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to do that again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back into plank. Hold. Lower the knees, either all the way down to the ground for Sphinx or follow me for upward dog. Upward dog. Raise your toes, elbows brush the ribs, push your hands into the earth, open up the chest. Upward dog. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine. Look towards the hands as you step or lightly jump forward. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more with the breath. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back. Hold. Lower to the ground. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine. Look towards the hands as you step or jump forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Gently closing your eyes. Becoming aware of your breath. Becoming aware of your heart rate. Noticing the earth beneath you. Beginning to notice a slight tingling in your body as you're warming up your body. Opening your eyes, we're going to come into chair pose. So squeeze your thumbs together, sweep your hands along the earth and sit back in your chair. So you want to bring your hips backwards, really like you're sitting in a chair, and you can see your toes beyond your knees. If your knees are going beyond your toes, it's really hard on your knees. So you really want to bring your weight backwards. Lift up your toes, that tells you that your weight is on your heels. Your hands can either be extended, rotate the little fingers towards each other, or bring the hands to the heart if there's any tension in the shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, fold, step or jump back into plank, lower to the ground, lower your knees, all the way to Sphinx, follow me for upward dog, raise the toes, elbows brush the ribs, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Raise your right leg, make sure your hip doesn't open up to the side, so you keep your hips square, draw the toes towards you. Bring the knee towards the chest, pull the belly towards your spine. Arch your back like a cat. Bring your weight as far forward as possible so you can gently place that foot in between the hands. If you need to pick it up and drag it, that's fine too. Pivot on your back foot. Coming up, warrior one. Front knee 90 degrees, back foot 45, facing forwards. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Raise that front foot up. Option to dive through if you know what that is. Otherwise, place your foot in downward dog. Either holding downward dog or go for a flow. Come forward into plank. Lower the knees, raise the toes. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Raise the left leg. Bring the knee towards the chest. Pull the belly towards the spine. Bring your weight forward. Step your foot in between the hands. Pivot your back foot to 45. Warrior one. Front knee 90, back foot 45 degrees. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Raise that front foot up. Dive through if you know what that is. Place the foot in downward dog or go for a flow. Forward into plank, lower the knees. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine. Look towards the hands as you step or jump forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Gently closing your eyes. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on your heart rate. Coming into our warrior series. For this one, if you've got a block, Keep it handy. Coming into chair pose. Squeeze the thighs together, sweep your hands along the earth, sit back in your chair and hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, step or jump back into plank, go through your flow. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Raise the right leg, bring the knee towards the chest, pull the belly towards the spine, step your foot in between the hands, come up, warrior one. Remember, you can bring your hands to the chest if there's any tension in the shoulders. Stretch the mat with your legs, so activate the inner thighs. Bring the hands down to the heart, open the back foot out to 90 degrees, front knee 90, warrior two. Look out through the middle finger. Draw the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Flip your front palm, lean forward, bring your back hand onto your thigh, raise that front arm up, exalted. Feel that stretch through the side of the ribs. Keep the bend in the front knee. Straighten your front leg. Reach your front arm as far as you can, almost as if you can reach the outer wall, and then tip down towards that front leg. Keep your other hand on your back and then begin to open up, triangle. You have the option here to wrap that hand around into a half bind. Focus on your breath. Rotating your chest towards the sky. Circle your hands out and around, back to warrior two. Feel the strength in your legs. Now this is our balance. So if you've got a block or you're close to a chair and you can place your hands on the chair, use that. So what we're going to do is come up into half moon. So for this, what I want to do is I basically move down almost like a seesaw action. So I'm bringing one leg up, my back leg up as my front hand comes down. And so right hand comes down to the block, left hand is on the hip. Now I begin to push into my supporting leg to open up that top hip. I can open up the top arm, and then you can begin to reach for that foot to a half dancer. So bending the top knee, reaching for the ankle. And when you're ready, extend that leg out, gently and mindfully coming back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Raise that front foot up. Either go for a dive through, place it down, holding downward dog. Go for a flow through or resting child. For child, bring your big toes to touch. Bring your knees out wide. Sit back on your heels, hands extended. Or fist on top of fist, resting your head. So from where you are, come back into downward dog. And we're going to go on the other side. Raise your left leg. Bring the knee towards the chest, pull the belly towards the spine. Come up into warrior one. Feel yourself stretching the mat with your legs. Front knee 90 degrees, back foot 45. Facing the front. Bring your hands down to the heart, open out to warrior two. Back foot comes to 90 degrees. Front knee 90 degrees. Draw the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Flip your front palm, lean forward, bring your back hand onto your thigh, raise that front arm up. Exalted warrior. Keep the bend in this front knee. Feel that stretch through the side of the ribs. Focus on your breath. Straighten your front leg. Extend your front arm. Reach as far as you can, almost like you can reach the opposite wall, and then lower it down towards the ground, towards your leg. Open up the top shoulder, keeping your right hand on your hip, and then when you're ready, open up that top hand. Remember, you can always wrap it around you into a half bind, whatever feels good for you. Either look down towards your foot or look up towards the sky. Focus on your breath, rotating your top shoulder towards the ceiling. Circle the hands out and around, warrior two. Coming into our balance pose. So remember, have a chair nearby or a block if you have one. And what you're basically going to do is almost seesaw. So your leg comes up as your hand comes down. So gently transitioning, lifting the right leg up as the front hand comes down. Reaching down for that block. Keep your right hand on your little back, on your lower back. Draw your right toes towards you. Once you feel comfortable, push into your left leg, which is going to open up the top hip. If you want to go further, extend that right arm. If you want to go further, see if you can bend the top leg and reach behind for your dancer, half dancer. And when you're ready, extend the leg, extend the arm, gently come back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Raise that front foot up. Dive through, hold in downward dog, rest in child's. Whatever feels good for you. And then from downward dog, raise your right leg. Bring the knee towards the chest, pull the belly towards the spine. Bring your weight as far forward as you can, and then bring your right knee behind your right wrist, coming into pigeon. Stay up on fingertips. Look back and make sure that your toes aren't curled under. We're going to do 3 rolls to get through to the ground. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, push your hands into the earth, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, this time walking your hands out. Either resting fist on top of fist, rest your head on top, or rest your head on the earth. Whatever feels good for you. Breathing into any tight spaces. And then gently walking your hands back, coming back onto fingertips, lift up the chest, curl the toe at the back, lift that front leg up, and either place it down, go for a flow through if you want, or hold in downward dog or rest in child till we come to the other side. So from downward dog, raise your left leg, bring the knee towards the chest, pull the belly towards the spine, bring your weight forward and bring that left knee behind the left wrist. Come up onto fingertips, look back, make sure your back toe isn't curled under. We're going to do 3 rolls to get to the ground. So inhale, lift up, exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift up, exhale, roll down. One more, inhale. First time walking your hands out as you exhale. Resting fist on top of fist or resting your head on the earth. Focus on your breath. And then gently walking your hands back. Come back to fingertips. Stay up. Bring your weight onto the left thigh and gently bring your right leg around in space so it comes forward. So you're coming into a half fold. So your left knee is bent and your right knee is extended. You can bend this leg if you want. You can also use a strap. Whatever feels good for you. So you're going to inhale, lift up. As you exhale, fold forward. Chest towards the toes, relax the head and neck. Focus on your breath. And walking your hands back towards your feet. We're going to switch over legs. So left leg is long, right leg is short. Remember, you can bend this left knee if you want. Just make sure you draw your toes towards you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Relax the head and neck. Chest towards the toes. And then walking your hands back. Extend both legs long. Give them a bit of a shake. If you want at this point, you can sit up on a block to help your hips fold forward, whatever feels good for you. Remember, you can always bend your knees. And if you don't need to, you can totally keep your legs straight. Listen to your body. Draw your toes towards you. You can use a strap as well if you want. Inhale, lift up. Chest towards the toes. Relax the head and neck. See if on the exhale, you can extend out a little bit further. So you inhale to create space, lift up. Exhale, see if you can fold that tiny bit further. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, see if there's a little bit more space. You might be able to extend your feet out a little bit further. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. And gently walk your hands back. Make sure you're at the top of your mat. We're going to come down towards the earth. Just gently lowering yourself down. Once you're there, let your body rest. Don't do anything for a moment. Mini Shavasana. I'm going to come into a gentle twist to finish. So depending on how you feel, you might choose something different. But if you want something gentle, just bring your feet out as wide as the mat, bending the knees. Bring your arms out to the side and just gently windscreen wiper from one side to the other. Then find a side, rest on that side. Turn your head to the opposite side. Draw the legs up to center and then switch over sides. And draw the legs up to center. Then gently draw them in towards the chest, hugging the knees. Circle them in one direction. Circle them the other way. Press them down one last time. And then gently releasing your legs out, letting them go floppy for Shavasana. Make sure you're warm, so see if you can grab a blanket or even just your top to put over your shoulders, just so you don't get cold. And just take a few moments to rest in Shavasana. Becoming aware of your breath. Noticing the weight of your body on the earth.